The STG-44 is one of the brand new weapons that has come to the game in Season 5, and today I'll show you how to unlock it easily and quickly for free in MW3 and Warzone. I'll make the video as short and simple as possible. If you go on to find this useful, then be sure to drop a like so that other people can find this video too. Make sure to check out my other Season 5 guides like how to level up weapons fast, weapon unlock videos, zombies guides, that kind of thing. Before we carry on with the video, if you're looking to permanently unlock the new MW3 Mastery camos, or play in bot lobbies to max out your guns and unlock camos quickly, or get your hands on an instant delivery pre-made account, then be sure to check out MitchCactus.com. These guys are the biggest and most reliable sellers with tons of offerings for MW3 with completely safe and legitimate services on all platforms. So far they've almost 10,000 reviews on Trustpilot, so if any of that sounds good to you guys, then make sure to use code RAGER for 5% off for a limited time only. Check out the link in the description. Without further ado, let's look at how to unlock the STG-44. Okay, so in MW3 and Warzone there's only two ways to unlock the STG-44 right now, and I'll talk about those two methods in today's video. Once Season 5 ends, you'll also be able to earn the STG-44 by completing a weapon unlock challenge, as in previous games and in previous seasons. Now this will likely be by completing just a certain number of daily challenges, but it will depend on what the challenge is once Season 6 begins. But at the moment there is only two ways to unlock it, so let's look at the two ways to unlock it. We'll start with the quickest and easiest method first, and then we'll talk about the other method. So the first way to unlock the STG-44 is by earning it in zombies. Now this is very similar to the method of unlocking the weapon in DMZ previously in MW2 and Warzone, but instead of just one way to do it, there's actually two different ways you could do it to get the weapon in zombies. It's up to you. The first way to get it in zombies is by getting someone you know who actually has the STG-44 unlocked to go into a game of zombies with you. What you want to do is get them to bring that weapon in as their insured weapon, get them to drop it on the floor so that you can pick it up, and then once you've picked it up, put it in your stash and head to the nearest exfil point, call in a helicopter, and then successfully exfil to leave the match. If you do so, you'll permanently unlock the STG-44. So that's one way to do it, very similar to DMZ. The other way you can do it in zombies is by basically earning lots of money from zombie kills, contracts, looting, that kind of thing, and then once you've got a good amount of cash, head to a mystery box, use it to get around a weapon, and there's a chance you'll get the STG-44 from the mystery box. If you do, then obviously you can pick it up into your loadout, head to the nearest exfil point, and again, if you successfully exfil, you can permanently unlock it. So there's two different ways. Now it may require a lot of luck to do it this way, so just bring as much money as you can. And similarly for getting someone else who already has the weapon, it involves you knowing someone who has it unlocked already. So they can be a little bit annoying, but they are the quickest way to do it. So if you can do either of those, feel free to do so. You may also be able to find the weapon randomly in MW3 Zombies, and if you do, just pick it up and exfil with it. But likely I think you will only find it from the mystery box or from someone dropping it for you. But I'll let you know if that changes. So that's the first method for unlocking this weapon. But what is the other way to get the STG-44? The other way to get the weapon is simply by earning it in the Battle Pass. So it is a DLC weapon in the Season 5 Battle Pass, and it's available as a free reward in Sector 7 of the Battle Pass. So to unlock it, what you'll need to do is you need to unlock all tiers in Sectors 1, 2, and then 7. So this will mean a total of 20 tiers or 20 Battle Pass tokens basically. So you need to get 20 of them in order to complete Sectors 1, 2, 4, and then for the 7th one, once you've completed all 4 items, you'll get the bonus item, which is this free STG-44 weapon. That's where it is in the Battle Pass and how to do it. But if you're struggling thinking that's a lot of Battle Pass tokens, it's going to take a long time, how to actually do it, let's look at that now. So I'll quickly explain how to get Battle Pass tokens fast in MW3 and Warzone. So we'll start off with multiplayer, then talk about zombies and quickly Warzone at the end as well. And I'll just talk about the main ways to level up the Battle Pass fast in each of those modes. So for all of the modes, the most important factor is the time played. Longer matches means it's more efficient. However, the second most important thing is XP. Now, if you've got any double Battle Pass XP tokens or you're playing on a double Battle Pass XP weekend, then make sure you make the most of that, obviously, because that will halve the amount of time you need to spend earning these tokens. But anyway, for multiplayer, what you want to do is I would recommend going into a small map mosh pit with maps like Rust, Shipment, Meat, Stash House, Das House, those kinds of maps. That's kind of the best mosh pit. There's also a Season 5 mosh pit which includes the new maps from Season 5 like Yard, which is a small map, and Bait, which is the new medium 6v6 map. And there'll also be some variants of Shipment and Rust as well. So that's generally the best map or mode. But what do you actually want to do when you're in game? Well, you want to have a class which includes decoy grenades, lethals like a Semtex grenade, a DDoS or trophy system for the field upgrade, and then you want ideally to toggle from kill streaks to score streaks. So once you've set your class up with those things, and it's really important because they'll all be involved in getting extra XP. So once you're in game, what you want to do is you want to first of all use your kill streaks, equipment and field upgrades, and also make sure you're destroying enemy kill streaks, equipment and field upgrades. Obviously get as many kills as you can as usual, but also make sure you go for the objective as much as possible. Like really push for it. So if it's kill confirmed, pick up tags, or if it's domination or hardpoint, capture those zones and defend them from enemies. That's going to be the bulk of your XP, doing objectives. Kills will get you a lot of XP, and then the final thing you want to do is basically keep using your lethals and tactical equipment. So the tactical equipment, the decoy grenades, if you throw them near enemies, that's going to get you decoy assist XP, and it'll be a lot of it by the end of the game. So keep throwing them around the map, keep throwing lethal grenades, use your score streaks, that kind of thing, and that's going to get you a lot of extra XP, and obviously use your field upgrade as well. The last thing you want to do in multiplayer is make sure you're doing all of the challenges. So we've got the daily challenges, the weekly challenges, the base Modern Warfare 3 calling card challenges, the Season 5 challenges, and also the camo challenges. There's lots of different camo challenges like the base mastery camos, and there's new ones as well for Season 5. I've got a playlist for camo guides, so if you want to check out the card on screen or link in the description, then feel free to do so. And also just make sure you're overlapping these challenges to get more of them done more quickly and therefore more XP. That's it for multiplayer. What about in Zombies? In Zombies, there's lots of different things you can do, but the first thing you want to do is boost the amount of XP you get from each aspect of the game, basically when you finish the match. So if you finish the match, you'll see there's a bunch of bonuses, which includes exfilling, getting kills, completing activities, doing contracts, looting containers, visiting different points of interest on the map, and extracting miscellaneous items. So if you do those things, that's going to get you more bonus XP. Also make sure you're doing the story missions from Act 1 to 3 and the ones from Act 4 as well. The bulk of your XP, I would say, is going to come from contracts. So there's lots of different contracts you can do. There is a Outlast contract glitch where basically if you do an Outlast contract, go to the Outlast area, activate the P&D, stay inside the purple zone until it gets to about 90 to 95% capture rate, then open your map, hold down Y or triangle to cancel the contract, and then the zombies will keep spawning infinitely even though you've cancelled the contract, because the game will think the contract's still going on. So you get infinite zombies spawning, you can get tons of kills, and that is going to get you a ton of XP by getting so many kills, and it will obviously boost the amount of XP you get at the end of the game as well. So using the Outlast contract glitch is a very good way. If you do that for most of the match, you're going to get a ton of XP, and you will massively boost the amount of battle pass tokens you're earning. So that's the first thing you can do. The other thing you can do in game is just farm contracts. I like bounty or HVT contracts as well as the deliver cargo contracts, just because they're so easy. So if you've got a good weapon that's pack a punch with an ether tool on it, doing bounty contracts either in tier 2 or tier 3 zone will get you a lot of XP, a lot of money, and so on. Deliver cargo contracts are also easy as well. You just drive a car around, but it takes a little bit longer. So both those are good contracts. Just farm them as fast as you can. And then when you're finished, you can do a bit of exfilling. So go to the nearest exfil point, call in the helicopter, do at least one round of exfil where lots of zombies will flock in. You'll get lots of kills. And you can either leave the match or wait for the helicopter to go off and start the process again to get a bit more XP. Just make sure you exfil and that you don't die, otherwise you won't get the bonus. And make sure to do the zombie challenges as well. So again, there's daily challenges, weekly, the base calling card challenges, the Season 5 challenges, and also the camo challenges. So you can unlock the Serpentine or Borealis camo. And again, try and overlap those challenges. So that's it for Zombies. What about for Warzone? In Warzone, once again, you want to be in a long match. Most of them are in Warzone, which is quite good, so it makes them quite efficient. And what game mode do you want to play, and what do you actually want to do to get Battle Pass XP really fast? I would recommend playing Plunder if it's around. Most of the time it is. What I would do is spawn in and find an area of the map away from the flight path with very few players but lots of buildings that are unsearched, because your ultimate goal is basically to get to first place by getting as much money as possible, because it's Plunder. So what I would do is start a contract, such as a most wanted contract, and then I would start running around into all these different buildings, open as many loot containers as you can, and these will include duffel bags, fridges, loot boxes, cupboards, lockers, all different items. Anything that you open that has an item in it will give you 100 XP, and there's tons of them in the game, so it's really easy to open lots of containers and get tons of XP. So you'll just want to keep moving ahead, open as many of those loot containers as you can. A lot of them will give you cash. You'll also find cash lying around in rooms randomly, like on shelves or on the floor or something. Like I said, doing contracts will get you cash too, but the other good thing is if you're doing the most wanted contract, which you start, once you do it, you have to survive for about 4 minutes with a target on your head. But the good thing is if you are opening these loot containers, which as I've said you need to do anyway, each time you open one it will reduce the timer by 10 seconds. So if you open 6 containers, that's a minute off the time. And so if you get it done properly, especially if you're playing with teammates who can also help you run down the timer, you could basically do a most wanted contract in like 2 minutes or less. So if you just keep bashing them out every 2 minutes, you get a ton of XP, a ton of money alongside opening the loot containers, which will get you more money. And then obviously the more money you get, the higher you place, and therefore the better the bonus overall. So it's really important to find money by doing the contracts, getting cash, and so on. You obviously just need to keep doing as much as you can to get the most money, kills, looting, and contracts complete as possible. For kills as well, you can go to high flow areas and find where enemies are likely to be, or you can hunt down the most wanted players which show up on the map, or you can use UAVs and things. It doesn't really matter. Kills aren't that important, but you can go for them if you see an enemy. If you place well, you'll get sort of 40 to 50,000 XP or more. Very good, and lots of bonuses, so it's worth doing. Also in Warzone, once again, make sure you're doing the daily, weekly, camo, seasonal challenges as well, and make sure you're overlapping these to get more XP more quickly. So that's it for Warzone. Which mode is best overall? Well, again, it very much depends how you do on each mode. I would recommend that Zombies is probably the most efficient way if you get a good amount of XP. So if you're doing the Outlast contract glitch, or you're just farming contracts the whole game, you'll get a ton of XP, and it's a very good way of doing it in the game. Multiplayer can be okay, but it's more variable. the matches are shorter, so it's less efficient. And Warzone's great too, the longer matches, the more efficient. As long as you're doing well in Plunder, you can do really well. So I'd say either Zombies or Warzone is best. Probably Zombies, but again, it depends how you do. Multiplayer is not quite as good, and the matches are shorter, so it's less efficient. But it's up to you guys, play whatever you want. If you do any of those things, you're going to get a ton of Battle Pass tokens anyway. And then once you get those 20 tokens, you can complete those sectors and therefore unlock this STG 44. I hope you guys found this helpful. If you did, be sure to drop a like on the video and check out my other Season 5 guides, like how to level up weapons fast for once you unlock the STG 44 if you want to level it up and put attachments on. Also, I've got other guides like how to unlock the secret blunderbuss weapon in Modern Warfare 3 Season 5, zombies guides, camo guides, that kind of thing. So feel free to check them out and make sure to subscribe to stay up to date with all my latest Modern Warfare 3 and Warzone videos. But thank you for watching, and I'll see you all on the next video.